Mindbake presents the top 10 mythical creatures we're glad don't exist. Number 1. Have you ever noticed a small bearded man running around your house? Look again, because Russian folklore promises that every home has a Domovoi. These little creatures have the ability to shapeshift into the physical forms of its human and animal housemates, as every tricky domestic ghoul should. Whether your Domovoi is good or evil is up to you. Use foul language, he'll be cruel. Be clean, he'll be nice. If you'd like to meet your Domovoi, yell, "Grandfather Dobrokhot, please come into my house and tend the flocks." Fail-proof creature-catching phrase, right there. Number 2. Lady Midday is a treacherous force, swooping in on hot days to agonize toiling field workers. She often arrives at noon to chat her victims up, asking difficult questions to determine each target's fate. If the workers improperly respond to her inquiries, Lady Midday will chop off their heads. Sounds like an evil version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, yeah? Lady Meredith Vieira? Number 3. The lady above doesn't look much like a fairy to us, but whatever floats your boat, Scotland. These Bean Nighe creatures are fairy messengers from the Celtic Otherworld, sent to foreshadow humans' impending deaths. Much like our good friends, the Pontianaks, these ladies died in childbirth, but instead of becoming organ-eating beasts, their spirits have been sentenced to launder the bloody garments of the soon-to-be dead until the respective woman's true death date, had she survived the birth. The above rendering is slightly more flattering than most descriptions, which peg a Bean Nighe as having a lone, large nostril, one large tooth, and webbed toes. Beautiful. Number 4. Here we find a Leshy, guarder of forests, hater of man. Leshies look like humans but can grow and shrink, befriend bears, and magically hide lumberjacks' axes. The evil version of this species is prone to mimicking your friends' voices, leading you into a cave and, wait for it, tickling you to death. Don't fret. As soon as you realize you're being duped by a Leshy, just turn your clothes inside out and wear your shoes on the wrong feet. That's the only way to escape him. Now you know. Number 5. Jor Gumo, which translate to horse spider, is a creature that, well, is pretty much just a horse spider. A shape-shifting Jor Gumo will appear as a beautiful woman, seductively lure a man into her shack, sedate him with some sweet jams on her lute, and then wrap that fool in spider silk and gobble him up. Good thing Spider-Man loves Mary Jane, because we wouldn't want him associating with one of these arachnophobia-inspiring chicks. Number 6. A manananggal is like a vampire, but with the ability to sever its torso and an appetite for fetus hearts. These terrifying bat-winged creatures will climb into your windows, snatch your pregnant women up, and use their long, repulsive tongues to consume the sleeping woman's blood and her fetus's heart. But have no fear. These ghouls can be defeated by tossing salt on the lower half of the body that's left behind when the manananggal's torso is off wreaking havoc on unborn babies. So, who wants to be the next Buffy the Manananggal Slayer? Number 7. Don't be greedy, or else you'll be cursed to look like these guys for all eternity. Chikininki, also known as human-eating ghosts, are the spirits of selfish humans who have been doomed to a post-life existence as an insatiably hungry corpse-eater. These creatures look like decomposing humans with bright eyes and claws, leaving any mortal who accidentally beholds them in a frozen, disgusted trance. Well, that's one more reason not to hang around in cemeteries, kids. Number 8. Do you have an attractive, well-dressed friend who's really into sex, drugs, and rock and roll? Does that friend have an affinity for H2O and disappearing for long periods of time? We hate to break it to you, but your buddy is probably an encantado. These shape-shifting, musically inclined creatures emerge from an underwater paradisiacal encante to dazzle and spitefully impregnate human partygoers, occasionally kidnapping their targets and dragging them back to the encante. For this reason, Amazon river townies are often terrified to go near the water, and folks, beware of dolphins, otherwise known as encantado in their sea mammal form. We always knew that Flipper had a secret. Number 9. Have you ever felt something strange at the bottom of a pond? If you're not sure what it was, we suggest vodnichi. a breed of underwater ghouls who dress like vagrants and proudly store human souls in cups. That's right, after you've been drowned by a vodnik, your soul is eternally doomed to his cup. The creature's one prized possession. When a vodnik isn't busy killing swimmers, he will often spend his time leisurely smoking tobacco, loitering, and playing cards at the water's edge. Sounds like a fun guy to us. Number 10. Next time you smell something wonderfully fragrant followed by a putrid stench, don't be fooled. It's probably a Pontianak. Having died during childbirth, Pontianaks return to the earth as undead creatures who just want to feast on the flesh of easily seduced men and pregnant women. These creepy beings take the form of eerily beautiful long-haired ladies in white gowns whose cries notoriously warn of their presence. If loud, she's far. If soft, you're doomed. She'll lure you with her beauty, then dig her sharp fingernails into your stomach to feed on your innards. And rip out your sex organs. Oh, and be wary of your beloved bananas because daytime Pontianaks tend to hide their souls in banana trees. Tasty! Thank you for watching yet another amazing video. Please remember to subscribe for many more.